evening and a very warm welcome to the Claw Studio here at the Royal Opera House and to tonight's Insight, which is generously supported by Rolex. I'm Emma Southworth, I'm the creative producer for the Royal Ballet, and tonight we're going to see rehearsals for the upcoming performance of the Royal Ballet A Diamond Celebration. Celebrating 60 years of the Friends of Covent Garden, this programme recognises and really says thank you to all the amazing support that we've had from the Friends, both past and present, over all those years. The showcase will demonstrate the breadth and the diversity of the Royal Ballet's work today. So the programme will contain work from our heritage, our classical repertoire, and also those new and contemporary works. It will also include world premieres by Pam Tanowitz, Joseph Toonga and Valentino Zucchetti, alongside the company's first performance of 4/4 by artistic associate Christopher Wheeldon. And what better piece to end the evening on than Diamonds by George Balanchine. This evening, we're going to see rehearsals and short excerpts of two of those new works, Prima by Valentino Zucchetti and See Us by Joseph Toonga. But before we get into rehearsals, please give a very warm welcome to the boss, Director of the Royal Ballet, Kevin O'Hare.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you. Good to see you. Hello. Hello.
Kevin, we're looking back over 60 years, really. There's a lot of choice. Where did you begin with the programme?
Well, you're absolutely right. There's so much choice with the repertoire of the Royal Ballet, but I thought, as it was the 1960s, who better to start with than Sir Fred? And La Female Garde was in that decade, started in the 60s, so I thought, put everybody in a sunny, jolly mood and start with La Female Garde. So we've got the overture. Koen is conducting the overture before we start, and then we go into the Fanny Else Le Pas de Deux.
Great. We have a lot of anniversaries that we need to mark here at the Opera House. What was it about this anniversary that felt important that you wanted to mark with these sort of amazing performances?
Well, I think it is true. There are, in a company like ours with a rich tradition, there are a lot of anniversaries, but I really felt it was important to mark this one because the Friends of Covent Garden, of the Opera House, are so important to us, and they've helped so much over the years, helping with new productions and just being a real support and friend. And we noticed that even more in the pandemic as well, how we'd get those emails coming through and knowing they were behind us and looking forward to our return.
Yeah, and now tonight, for tonight's Insight, we're going to be looking at two new works. And again, what's important for you as Director of the Royal Ballet to have those new works represented in this evening?
Well, I think I feel in the last 10 years there's been a lot of new work, which has been wonderful, but I've really drawn on, Ninette de Valois, Madame, because she fostered talent, choreographic talent, right from the beginning, and that's something that I've wanted to do. So it's a mixture of dancers that are choreographing within the company, but also bringing talent from outside and bringing them into our world. And I think it really does affect all the dancers in such a great way to develop them.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy the evening.
So, we're going to get into our first rehearsal very shortly, but first of all, please give a very warm welcome to first soloist of the Royal Ballet and choreographer of Prima, Valentino Zucchetti. Hi, Val. So, I think this is the second work. Prima is the second work that you've created for the main stage. But what I notice going through all your work, whether it's on big stages or small stages, you have classical choreography is really at the heart of what you do. But I think is also, just watching your work has also changed over the years. But do you want to talk a little bit about the journey choreographically you've been on?
Yeah, I've always been very attached to the classical vocabulary. I think there's something about symmetry and beauty that classical vocabulary has that is timeless. So I just want to sort of use that as a base and obviously build on it. But also the fact that I've choreographed most of my pieces here in the company, and we have such a wealth of great classical ballet dancers, and they themselves have such a wealth of knowledge within their bodies in the classical idiom that it seems to me I want to use it and explore and obviously stretch it here and there. But it's always been a thing of mine to sort of, if I'm going to use such great classical dancers like I have this time as well, to really almost like overpower that side of it.
Yes. And what difference does it make? Because as you say, you've made so many works on the company, but putting a work on a big stage, does that really influence about how you're thinking about the space and the dancers and really getting to the back of the...
Yeah, it's obviously a whole different ball game. Whenever a piece is intimate, there are certain aspects of the choreography that there are certain details that come across really easily to the audience, and when it's a bigger stage, then the structure of the piece changes. However, in this occasion, we actually have the duality of creating for the big stage, but also creating for the cinema, because so we will have cinema cameras pointing at us. So I had to find a piece that structurally was satisfying to the audience far away, but also have enough details in the design and in the language to satisfy people watching from the cinema.
Yeah. And just think about the classical choreography really being at the heart of what you do. The other thing that I noticed, just walking into your rehearsal the other day, is really how integral the music is. And has been to all your work, and we're very lucky because we've got our amazing musicians with us tonight. But you've chosen Saint-Saëns' third violin concerto and the third movement of that. Where did that choice come about?
Yeah, so normally for me the music starts everything. However, in this time the sort of the commission was to choreograph for ladies. So what I've done, I was like, okay, I've got this wealth of amazing ballerinas. Music-wise, I went backwards. I was like, what's an instrument that matches the female dancing so well? So I went for strings. So there's something about strings that is so sinuous. So the sinuosity of the music helps with the way female dancing is. So I just looked through cellos and violin, and I wanted a piece of music that, on top of having that sinuosity, also had various range of moods to try to get across the multifaceted aspects of what I'm doing, which is celebrating ballerinas in it. So it is a difficult task that I put myself very difficult boundaries, and obviously time length. And I thought this piece was perfect because it has all these elements. There's so many different mood changes. The sinuosity of the playing, which Vasko Vassilev is doing really well, really helps with the language I've used for the female dancers.
Amazing. I think we should get on with the rehearsal. Can you just set the context of this? Because we open in about a week's time, so the piece is finished?
Yes.
The piece is finished? Just checking. What's the context of this rehearsal? Is there anything particular that you're going to be looking at tonight?
Yeah, obviously the piece is finished a little while ago, but obviously some of the dancers had needed to catch up on certain things, so there are still details I need to work on, and there are still certain passages that need to be sort of like adjusted and everything. So there will be a lot of sort of like detail work, but I'm not gonna show until the end because otherwise I ruin it. But I will do the sort of middle section, which is the most structurally intricate for it.
Great. So we're going to let you get started. To rehearse Prima, please welcome dancers of the Royal Ballet, Mayara Magri, Yasmine Naghdi, Fumi Kaneko and Meaghan Hinkis. We're joined by senior repetiteur Gary Avis, and we're also accompanied by music director Koen Kessels. On the piano we have Thomas Ang and solo violinist Vasko Vassilev. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, ladies, we're just going to start it from the slow section, the shoulder slow section. This is the slow section, maestro. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. One thing I was going to say, actually, which tends to be happening, I forgot to tell you earlier, it tends to be really far downstage. So I think when it comes to the stage, please line up with like the first wing, first heading towards the second, because what's been happening is that you two do the whole section, and by the time you get to the floor, the knee, then it's so far upstage, it kind of gets off the light. This is just a little reminder. But yeah, let's start, have a go, and see where we get. Wait, maestro. Just give us like a 9, 10, 11, 12 in, please. 9, 10, 11, 12. Seniors. 7, 8. It's slower, maestro. A bit slower, maestro, if you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 together. Eight and more diagonal there, Meaghan. 7, 8 and 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. That's it. 6, 7 up, 8. And up, and chasse, arabesque, and 7, 8, 6, 7, and good. Seven down, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, stop. Thank you, Maestro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good, ladies, good, ladies. Now, just a few things spacing-wise. So, for this one, I know I told you to be like really like smooth and sentimental, but can we just do it because it's a canon? So can we do 1, 2, 3, 4? So the first two ladies. So don't do 1, 2, 3. Otherwise, it defeats the purpose. So if you can just do 1, 2, she goes 3, 4, 5, hold 6, arms 7, go 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Yeah, also, Maestro, this section, because at the beginning, has been so hectic. This is the moment where they get a breather. So if we can slightly more, like a tad. So that also, Yasmine has the chance from here to actually, you have time to here. And then Tandu, 7 and 8. Now this one, this next section, what is nice is because I made you all in the canon, and I've done a lot of like going off point and we are also off point. So I want to see kind of that. So when it comes to this one, for example, down, down, you're down and up, and now this one, so you would stay down, down, then you go up. See, you're down, 2, 3, and up. Now this one is down and step. So make sure that that travels. It will help you for that correction I gave you at the beginning. The reason why the whole thing stays downstage is because from here, Fumi, you're supposed to, you do the chasses. After the pirouettes, you need to have the courage, because she's actually quite far away. You need to have the courage to step back and go closer to her. You actually, if you go into Tandu, Meaghan, yeah, you want to finish here. Because there, you still be like near center. Then by the time you go down, then she steps on 3. What's been happening is because you start so far away, then you go down, she needs to step forward, and then the whole thing moves downstage. After the attitude here, for you, Yaz, you just stay down. So you do, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and also for the spacing after, you see that for this time, these steps, it was too squashed. So for you, when she does develop a 6, you're here, you go 6, 7, and 8. Get further, because I see what happens is then the second time you have to step under you. Yeah? Yeah, for this one, we stay rounded. Yes, so after you do here, we stay rounded. So then we open after we pass from 50, that's it. Yeah, try to hold it up until you're up in 5th. So you do here and open. Okay. Yeah? Yeah, so I just want to make sure that for this section, that we're going to do this again, I want to see more differences between when you're up and down. Up, whatever is down, really down. Up and down, up and down. So it's up, and then you hear rond de jambe, and up and down and down. Don't be afraid to get thigh a little bit. Yeah? Okay, let's do it again. Just a little bit calmer, and then we'll try and go on. And another 9, 10, 11, 12. Thank you, Maestro. 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, right. Arm, and. Good. best. 3, step back. 7, and good. More diagonal here. Keep traveling diagonal, that's it. And then down, down, up, and go down. 2, 3, and up. Travel, Fumi, good. Now close to Meaghan, 8. Oh, stop. Stop. You all right?
She was very close.
Okay. My fault.
I don't think I can see well enough.
Can you go, from here, instead of going flat, can you go diagonally? And because you can look back, when you go back, and you go more diagonally.
Valentino, does that mean that Meaghan has to travel further?
Actually, no, because the relationship between them is to be just past center, so they're diagonally center. You were actually spaced right. It's just that I think you just went on her foot. That's all.
I was worried because I can't see. Quite see. That's why I think I was
Yes.
not going to.
If you can, just try it.
Yeah.
But instead of going directly to her, go almost backwards. So that if anything, if you go past it, if anything, you're here. If something happens, so you try. But you can look back a little bit. Can we just do it again?
Meaghan, don't forget this port bar comes over this way. Yeah,
Yeah, it is. But you see from here, lady, this is up and down, down, then up. Down. So you just have to. It's subtle, but because all 4 of you are like pistons, then it kind of looks better. Okay. Shall we try again? Sorry.
After the pas de bourrée, do-si-do changing, don't bring your arms together before you go down. So they just stay out.
Yeah,
and
so
then
it becomes
Yeah.
down. Yeah. Sorry, let's try again, see if we can go for. Thank you. But tempo was great. And 11, 12. Down. Yeah, that's it. Arm 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 7, and good. More diagonal. Gentle. One, 2, 5, 6, 7, arabesque, 8. Travel. That's it, that's good enough. 3, 6, 7, 8. Now through her body. 7, stamp, 8, and 1. 7, 8. 2. Fouette, 4. My 6, step. Good. And 3, chasse 4. 7, 8, and 9, and 10. 11 is gone. One, 4, 5. 1. 1. 7, 8, 1. Careful. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Delay, delay, delay. 7, 8, and 1, 2. 7, 8. 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Okay, stop. Thank you, Maestro.
Nice.
Thank you, sorry. Thank you. Okay, sorry, just want to go back a little bit. Ooh. The two ladies, yeah. Good. We were actually perfect with the tempo. The only thing is that the do-si-do was good. It's just we need a tiny bit more space. And I think, just for you, Yaz, 10 degrees less. Yeah? Because they can go, but it's just because from here, then you can control all these things. There is not really that much time. Now, can I just see, after you do the pirouette, the failli? Now, let's go through it slowly, because I want to check, because I think you're both doing something slightly different. So after doing the pirouette, from here, turn around. Now, go, and pas de bourrée with the coupe, and pas de bourrée. Oh, yeah, see me. What do you do after arms-wise? You're doing ta, ta. Are you going 2? No, yeah, exactly. So you're going 1. Can you also do it with one arm? You see what I mean? As you're doing 2 arms, going into there, instead of just being there. Yeah, is that okay to do it? Yeah, because then it's, yeah. Otherwise, spacing-wise was good.
A bit close for this one.
That one was, yeah, that was cutting edge. That was cutting edge.
Yeah.
No, you can't hit another foot, otherwise they're going to think it's all, no. Yes. It's still the distance of your grand jeté before this one. No, it was good, but what I think it will help, now, you're fine this way, but I think that if you were to go past her a little bit, because what's happened is that this one you were diagonally so steep, and then it was difficult. I was wondering whether by passing her, you can have space to step forward so that you're more sideways. So after you land from the grand jeté, to step it almost, you have to cheat it forward. And that is minimal, but then it will help for the 5. So that you're here sideways, exactly, because then, remember, ladies, that I told you that this one should be in the corners. It will help you. So once you're here, you go here, here. What you're doing now, you're stepping sideways and opening it here, which makes it difficult to go around. Instead of doing step, cross, corner, that cuts a quarter of a turn, which then helps for you to do this. So that there is a second that you go far apart, which you don't need. So you just have to kind of keep swirling around, okay? And don't anticipate. Tram. After Fumi, taram, and 2. Yeah. Is it okay if we can just do your 2 duos again? Is that okay? We'll just do this section again, and we'll try to go on. Maestro, you know, after the reprise, the 2, 3, 4, it was a bit fast for them.
Oh, no, for me, yes.
Yes, it's the orchestra version. Just before Frankie's solo, that reprise, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Just a 9, 10, 11, 12 before the girls duo, the confrontation duo. Yeah, and then make sure, Yasmine, that when you're here, look at each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Thank you. 10, 11, 12. Open. Open. 4, 5, 1. 1. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. 5. Good. Don't anticipate. Wait. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. 1, 7, 8, good. Now turn in. Yes. Hold it. Now you've got time here, ladies. More body. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Better, maestro, thank you. On. More body, more body, more body, more body. Back. 10 and 1. 3, 5. 1. Stop, maestro. Stop. Thank you. No worries. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is, you have a 10 there. First of all, once you get there, good. Here, what I want to see, and this is also for you, Fumi, later. Once you're here, not if you bend and you leave the hand there, I don't get that sort of pull. So I want from here to do there, and then unknowingly you're here. This arm will bring you all the way here, and then this is really sinuous. Now you only have a 10, but it's a quicker 10 than you're doing. Okay. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then a 6, and then a 7, and 8. So steps-wise, you were fine. You just because you were late to do the 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Can we just hear it together? Can you just go 5, 6, 7, 8 with Meaghan just before Frankie's solo, and we'll yeah. Just to hear it before we do it again, and then go straight into. Yeah, ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a 6, and then a 1, 2, 3. Don't go too far. Scene. And out. Stop. Thank you. Now, see, that was just. Now, be careful. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it with the music and go on. Be careful from here. Try not to go too far because you want to do 3 only. 1, 2, 3, and you have. And then hop, and jump, bum. Yeah? Okay, let's try it again. So we actually do it, and I will try to go on. Sorry? Yes. Same thing. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 1. Better. Open. Don't travel too much. Just 3. Go. Up. 6, 7, 8. Hold control. Now down. 2, 3, 4. Now sail it. Beautiful. Now hold this at the end. You got time. 3 and 4. Good. Let's go on a little bit. Oh, nice job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, very usually this here. 2 fast. And 4, 5, and 6. Don't worry, stop. Thank you, Sorry. It's okay. We'll get to that 1 second. Really good. I know that you don't like it, but it would be great if you could. So from here, you're now going on point. Try to go off point so that you can do it with the body here. Great jeté, great sailing. Now this one, you've got plenty of time. You made this. finish here. I want a moment for you to finish the audience. At the moment, because it is quite spinny, it's kind of like, so have a moment to just stop it, use your position. So I have a moment picture, and then, otherwise it's great. It's just the same thing as I said to the ladies before. It's a difference between like going up, and you can just be like, choo, 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 choo. And here, literally, this one you can just play before boom. Just a little bit. Are you okay, Meaghan, with the chop before we do it again?
Yes.
So once you finish the poses, ladies, can I just see where the poses are so we can just help? Yeah, so from there, you link up. Now Fumi starts going first. All you do is actually the easiest. That's it. That's it, Meaghan. That's all you do. You do step, step, step here, 5, 6, and what's your next? And 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Okay? Can I just see it from Yasmine solo again, if that's okay? And then we just carry on from there. This is just before Yasmine solo. Dun, 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 dun. But you will write musically. Dun, 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 dun. Good. Dun, dun. Six. Now down. Good. Say that. Wait, ladies. And that's it. 3, 4. Now, ladies. 6, 7, up. 8, chaîne 1. Good, Yas. 1, 2, 3, 4. Duck, hop, hop. And now calm it right down. Pedestrian. 5, and 6, and 1, and 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Carry on. Now really elegant there for me. Nice. And show. Five and 6 out, Meaghan. 8 and 1, 2. Remember to look at Meaghan there for me. 4. Eight and 1, 4, 6. Flick, good. Yes. 2, 3, 4, chaîne 5. Okay, right. Stop. Thank you, Master, thank you. Thank you. Don't want to give too much away. Good, okay. Okay. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Master.
Thank you. I'm going to ask the dancers to come and join me for a couple of questions. I'm going to pass the microphones to you. If you can come this way, come towards the camera. Can I share those with you? Great. Can I give you one of those, Meaghan? I'm going to ask a really long first question so you can get your breath back. Kevin was talking about it before. You know, we're used to having lots of new work made here at the Royal Ballet. Just in this Diamond Celebration, we've got new work by Pam Tanovitz. We've got a piece by Benoit Swampouffet, the director of Rambert, Joseph, who we're about to see. But what's it like when you have a colleague who you know so well as a dancer, like Valentino? What's it like when he comes and works with you and obviously knows you really well as people?
I'm really good friends with Val.
Yeah.
And he loves the feminine work. He's always, watching us in class. You can tell he's always with us whenever we're doing something. He's very encouraging towards the ladies, especially. So I think it's been an enormous gift for him to be, and for us as well, to be working together. It's nice because he's dancing as well at the moment. So he rehearses us rolling his ankle, like warming up for his Nutcracker Prince, which comes straight after, like at 5:30 in the evening, which is crazy. I don't know how he can manage. But yeah, it's really inspiring and really exciting to be doing this with these ladies, and with him, the music's amazing as well. So a lot of textures there.
Yeah.
Well, Val. What can we say? We've all known Valentino for a very long time. He's full of passion. He's so encouraging. He's full of enthusiasm, and he adores the ballet world, and he adores everything about it. And it's been such a pleasure to have a friend work with us in the studio. He knows how hard we work here. He's very understanding. He's been very patient with the four ladies.
Yeah.
And it's been great. He has such a wonderful vision, such a great musicality and understanding of technique, and it's been really fun for us, and I hope he's enjoyed working with us as well. So.
And Meaghan, I mean, just watching that, I think it's very obvious to the audience watching. It's challenging, isn't it? But what would you say are the particular challenges to this work?
I mean, for me, I'm second cast, so I haven't been in all the rehearsals. So that was a challenge, because that was the first time I've tried any of the steps. But yeah, definitely there's a speed and an efficiency that has to happen in order to make the steps happen. But then there needs to be this freedom and opposition in the upper body. Yeah. A bit like Ashton, there's a lot of twisting, and Valentino has a similar feeling in his work. So that's definitely challenging to find that twist, but keep the footwork really efficient. So there's speed, musicality, and yeah.
You got anything? But Fumi, when you're doing work, we've just had Crystal Pipe making work for us here. How do you change from rehearsals, because you're quite often going from one rehearsal into another, when you're going in from maybe a Crystal Pipe work or Wayne McGregor work, and then you come and do this? How do you prepare your body for that?
Yes, definitely different to like Nutcracker and Wayne's piece or something. But I think each time I just come to the studio and then work, then you get muscle soreness next day. So I think one day at a time, just build different muscle, use different movement, and it's every time I think it's a challenge for your body.
Yeah. Great. I'm going to go and let you rest. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I also want to say a big thank you to our musicians, and of course to Valentino and Gary. Thank you. You can go. Thank you. No, it's fine. You can take that one. So we move on to the next part of the evening, something very different. I'm delighted to now introduce you to the Royal Ballet's emerging choreographer, Joseph Toonga. Welcome. Joseph, I should say, we call you our emerging choreographer, and it's a position that's here at the Royal Ballet, based over 2 years. But you're not really an emerging choreographer. You're emerging into the Royal Ballet, I think.
Yeah.
But actually, you're a very established choreographer in your own right, and you've got your own company, Just Us Dance, as well. So you're based here. You're making work here. What's the benefit of actually just being here in the Opera House and sitting and observing as well as making?
I think the benefits of being here is being able to sit down in rehearsals, like being able to go into Crystal Pipe's rehearsals that I don't think I would get a chance at any other time in my life. I think also just being able to see some of the classical work that I haven't been able to see. So I think the first one I saw was Romeo and Juliet with Sarah.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting being able to see it from the side of the stage and not from like the audience point of view, just to see how the dancers get ready, prep themselves. What is, I think, is also the mentality, how they get ready into stuff that is very interesting for me to see.
Yeah, and it was Sarah Lamb, wasn't it, who you then went on and made a piece for one of our Draftworks projects as well, and worked very closely with her. But is that a learning that you're learning from her? But I think I imagine that she's taken learning from you as well. There's that exchange going on all the time in the studio.
Yeah, I think the learning is in terms of some of the ballet language. Even though I speak French, I'm not used to some of the ballet language. I'm like, I know what it means. But actually seeing is, oh, okay, this is what you're trying to do. So I think it's trying to find like a halfway point where I can speak my language movement to them and they can also speak theirs, and we try and find a common way of understanding. When I say this quality, they know, okay, Joseph means this or that. So it's just a journey of trying to find.
Yeah. And something that I think, so you're spending some time with Wayne McGregor, who's also been mentoring you during this programme. And I think he had a similar journey, that he had his own company who he was used to working with, and then you come here. What's the difference when you're creating on Royal Ballet dancers and then you're creating on your own dancers?
I think the first difference is my old dancers, I get 10 to 5 with them. With the dancers here, you get an hour and a half, 2 hours. But I think the difference is it's a different kind of research that I have to go to, because I don't have as much time with the dancers. So I really have to make sure the guys who are assisting me or myself, I quite understand what I need to do and what I need to get out of this hour and a half that I have, and then come back, do another thing. So it's about really trying to structure rehearsals a lot more, where when I do mine, there's an openness to find out what can happen in the day, and then tomorrow we continue. So it's about, you can improvise, but to an extent.
Yeah, so it's different preparation actually before you get in the studio here. Could you talk a bit about your music? Because I think that's something that we were talking about earlier, about having Mikey J. Asante, who's he's created the music for this, somebody you've worked with before. But tell us a bit about the journey of the music.
So the first piece of music is from one of my work that is touring right now, Born to Exist. So I was really interested in using that because it had a dark kind of feeling to it, and I thought, actually, let me try and introduce the dancers to a certain energy that I like, and Mikey remade that to make sure it suited and sound like Born to Exist. And then the second piece of music is something I use with Sarah.
Yes,
and so I thought, actually, let me continue that development and see where that goes, being influenced by the first piece of music.
Because he's a long-term collaborator, isn't he? So he's somebody who's actually going on the same sort of, your creative process is actually on the same path.
For the last 4 or 5 years,
So I think you just alluded to one of your pieces, that's actually that you made with your own company. So you've just finished making the third of a trilogy.
Yeah.
And it's all quite political work, isn't it, in terms of what you're talking to the audience about, and you've toured a lot with it. And I think to a certain extent we've had that with Crystal Pipe, really giving her reflection in light of passage to the refugee crisis, the world around us. Yeah. Is that political thinking something you're bringing into the studio with this piece that we're about to see rehearsed?
I would say yes-ish.
Yeah.
I think... the laughter. No, it is. I think it is, but also it's me also being smart how I make it political, because I also have to understand, I am a black artist, the company is very different to me, so how do I do stuff, be sensitive with what I want to bring out so people understand, but also the dancers feel, comfortable with what I'm also doing. So not just trying to tell them, guys, we've got to do this piece, is about this, and just... So for me, it was trying to do that through the movement and less through the subject matter.
So brilliant. Yeah. On that note, I'm going to introduce the dancers who are going to be rehearsing tonight. Ashley Dean and Joseph Sissens, please come and join us.
We can go for it. We can go for it.
So we're going to get into the rehearsal process. I thought it would be quite interesting to talk to you, because obviously you're Royal Ballet dancers, but you've been working with Joseph on this piece. How is it when you're working in the studio with Joseph in terms of the creative process and your input?
We actually have quite a bit of input, which is really awesome. Initially, Joseph taught us all the techniques, the basic techniques of crumping and popping. which was very alien for a lot of us. But then when we got into the studio, he would give us certain tasks, and we'd be able to figure out things in our own bodies that he could work on and change and create. So yeah, it's been awesome to have a bit of a part in it. Yeah.
And I mean, Joe, when you've got somebody like Joseph, or actually any choreographer coming in and working with you, are there things that you find yourself learning about your own body when you're moving differently?
Yeah, 100%. I think I echo Ashley when I say it's the really brilliant thing about working with Joseph is like you'll see in the opening solo of what I do is Joseph was teaching us the language that he works with.
Yeah.
But Joseph's brilliant because we'll be working and then you'll move in a natural way. And he's like, yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
And it's like it becomes a tapestry that we both make rather than...
Yeah, which is a sort of exchange that we were talking about, wasn't it? And I've noticed when I was in your rehearsal, you've got 2 assistants working with you, Amanda and Theo, I think.
Yeah.
What part do they play in terms of how you're working together?
I think in terms of having Theo in the space, it's another eye for me, but also, you know, why I love crump. I'm not a crumper. I'm fascinated. I've been around exposed to that. So for me, it's having Theo there is also someone that is also part of his skill. That's what he does. So it's nice having him in a space to kind of not correct, but make sure some of the energy comes out in the dances. And having Amanda is like a super, like, she remembers everything. So it's great having Amanda when you're working and you see she knows it. The dancers can go to her for reference. But also, me and Theo are 2 guys. We're 2 big guys. So if I'm teaching popping or crump, you know, it could be intimidating looking and go, crap, can I do that? So having Amanda there, I think, just makes it more, you know, relatable. So the ladies can
translating.
Also, they can also see actually that's how it can look. So I can get to that energy. It's not just, you know, on Joseph or Phil, any of the guys.
Yeah.
You have to hit hard. It's just making things look and feel more realistic in the space.
Great. I think on that note, let me leave you to get on with the rehearsal.
Yeah,
Great.
let's do that.
Great. I'm going to take those from you.
I'm going to take my trainers off. This is too formal for me. I can't do it. Sorry. Oh. So, 2 solo. So you can take a little rest quickly and warm up. No. We'll start with you. Can we just recap the beginning once Fran comes to get your hands, yeah. And then, so what is it? So the first, down. Do you know what I realized? What it was, you forgot. As soon as you put your hand, you go here. Okay. That's what it was. Yeah. So it's there, back, boom. And think of a dime store. So think of there. So you got the pop, and then you hit the pop, right, that's it. So you go, right, boom, and hit, 1, hit, down, 1. I know what it is. So just quick one thing. So when you do that, it was the going around first, and then you did yes. So let's go, boom, here, boom, hit, boom, there, down, boom, round, Cool, nice. Can we just, before continue, just 2 things to miss out. Da, 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 ha, ha, ha. Remember? Yeah, da, da, ha, boom, boom. And then that's what activates. Yeah, that's what activates. Boom. And then you activate that. Bam, boom, ta, ta, down, boom, ta. And then round. And then you want to get round. Slide to make sure, boom. And then make sure it pushes you back. Boom. And yeah. Take your time. Yeah. Let's try that. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom. Ta. And hit. Nice. Boom. Boom. All right, yeah. Around. Let's start again. So 1, boom. Second one, boom. I think go. Yeah, that's it. Boom. That's right. 5, 6, 7, go. Down. boom, one, boom, boom, round, boom, turn and tap, 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 back. Take your time, yeah. Tap, 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 and then push that left leg back so you can really, yeah. Boom, and then you got time to take, bam. And then when we did the run, I think as soon as you finish, just walk, breathe, because you know now it's 11 minutes. Get there, trousers down, and then you've got, is that first one so important? Go over, as if, yeah, so if I was there, you want to go over me, so yeah, okay. That's the thing. Boom, there, boom, yeah, bam, boom, shot, That was really nice. So, boom, make sure we see, boom, and then it's your arm, yeah, it's your arm, boom, like takes you, yeah, around, boom, and then take your time, out the blue, boom, boom, yeah, you know already. Let's just try it from, where can we go from, what's just before the chest pop? You just landed, let's just go from the, yeah. 5, 6, 7, go, boom, bam, boom, 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 yeah. Take your time, boom, bam, So that's really nice. So the only thing I would say is when you land, make sure you land forward so your body weight is there. And then that means then the guys can pick you back up, yeah? Let's try that with music, yeah? So see how it goes. Boom, boom, da-da. Yeah, let's do that. No problem. Also, think about when Fran comes to you, just have to put your hands down, be more relaxed, then, so then only when he puts it down, then you know, boom, you set yourself down. That's right. 5, 6, 7, go. That's it. Tap back. Nice. Take your time to walk. And boom, out, tap, boom, nice. Boom, nice. Boom, tap. Boom, boom. Nice. And bam. Cool. Well done. Sorry. That's nice. Well done. Let's move on. That's really nice. It's just, make sure you drop. Yeah. You think about, I'd rather you drop and feel like you're going to fall off that way than try. Yeah. So then when the guys come, so if you go in that position, so when the guys come, they can pick you up from, So let's do, not this. That repeats, isn't it? Yes. Can we go from? Do you want to just go? No, let's go. I think it's from the, from the last. Let's do it from the last one. Yeah, let's just slowly go through it. Here you go, boom, ta, boom, ta, boom, ta, boom. Take your time. So as soon as, and then change your arms as well. So as soon as you got the bam, bam, ha, ha, boom, boom. Remember your arms open up. Ta, ta.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Your arms open up. Ha, ha, boom. Ta. And as soon as you come in, boom, then it roll. Then you go, yeah. And then if you ta, boom, boom, ha, ta, ta, boom, drop. Think about the drop. So think about the dime stop. Boom, boom, boom. That's why that happens. Boom, ta, drop. That's the one, ta. And then walk. Bam, bam. Cool. That's practice, yeah. So it's literally, I think it's just here. As soon as you come in, let your head knock. Yeah, and I think you can take maybe 1 or 2 steps because the other guys do that. So they go boom, they go hand, bam, and drop, bam. And then you go drop, then you go boom, that way, around. No, let's do that with music and then call it a day. You look around. Nice. Boom. Boom. Bam. Ta. Boom. Ta. Boom. Ha. And bam. Boom. Nice. Boom. 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 Bam. Bam. And draw. Boom. Round. Shh. Nice. And then you walk. And you go the 1, 2, 3, and 4. Drop, ta-da-da-da, drop, ka-ka, round, and ta-da-da, slide. Boom, nice. Hit, boom, ta-ta, boom, ta-ta, boom, boom, and well done, really nice, well done. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, let's come in. Let's work on, first of all, the slow-mo. Slow motion. No, this one. So when you... Yeah. Do you know what? It's the step through, yeah. So make sure the step through feels like more natural. So as soon as you go boom, you go down, you're here. As soon as you're that leg's gonna come off, feel like you're actually just walking normally. And then the slow-mo happens again, yes. There, and then you plie, and then you step. No, you want to step. So as soon as you go here, boom, here, that right leg steps for you to come in. Oh, this is it, yep. Right. Step, bam, bam, yep. Let's try that. And then when you step through, make sure you turn out as soon as, don't be parallel. Yeah. Ta, ta, boom, boom. That's it. Take your time. Yeah. And turn, boom, ta, ta, boom, ka. Bam, 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 boom. Cool, nice. And you know in the music, now you hear, I think the guys dun, 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 start. Yeah. You have so much time. So as soon as you hit, to go, take your time. All those ones. This one, then you go 1, 2, 3, yeah. All that, round, boom. I say, and also this one. Try and push this one. So even though you've hit, you come here, bam, you take longer, drop, bam. That's the one. Yeah? So that's just something I wanted to quickly work with. I think what's really nice I want to work with is what you do next at the end. Think. Your whole body stops. You think, I'm going to go, boom. You want a full stop, no rebound. Think about if I'm doing it, you say, you want to go, stop, that's it. That's it. Boom, boom. Gone, bam, ta, boom, Jump higher. Ta. If you can go over. Because you want that to be like, the higher you jump, the more time you got to rest when you come back. Because you've gone up. It's true. There, jump, bam, boom, What did you do before that?
Just clap.
Yeah, so if you've collapsed here, if we do it together, watch, then you have time. What do you do after you jump?
After I
Boom,
jump,
boom.
I just go into a repeat.
Okay. So you do have, you do have time. So what you want to do, so as soon as you come here, you drop, boom, drop, bam. Take your time just to get that move. Breathe, breathe. Boom, bam, tap, boom, tap, tap, boom, boom. Think about, you stop, bam. But try not to, you know, I say in rehearsal, try and make it not look like you're in a party. Yeah? That's the one. Boom. Relax. Boom. So don't, that's it. You know what you're doing? You're waving. Don't wave. Okay. Don't go. Sorry, guy. I'm sweating so much. My eyes is stinging. Oh, damn it. Yeah. So think about you're going to go boom, boom, set, set. There. That's the one. Yeah. Bam, 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 ta, ta, ha, jump, bam, boom, ta, ta, hit, boom. What happened? I realized, you know, all your breathing has to be bigger to take your time. So as soon as you go, and whenever, take your time. Because I think the longer you take, the better it is for people to have a rest. And then you feel like you've got energy to restart and then to do that. Should we try that from, we'll do one run. From the top all the way to there to see how it feels. Yeah? Let's go. Yeah, I know. It's horrible. Just smart. What music are you? So we'll go from the boom. So this is your cue, yeah? Mm-hmm. So once you hear it, then you can actually just power, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's coming, you hear it. It's gonna go, it's coming. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. Boom, 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 That's it. Boom. Nice. Here you go. That's it. And boom. Fine. Sit and go. Ba, boom, ba, ba, ta, and boom, pa, ta, ka, boom, la, ta, boom. Line, boom, jump, Don't worry. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's been absolutely brilliant this evening to see two new works that will be premiered next week coming to life. Sadly, we're out of time. The Royal Ballet, A Diamond Celebration, is on stage at the Royal Opera House from the 16th to the 19th of November. It is all sold out. It is worth checking for returns, but you can still see the performance on Wednesday, the 16th of November, because it will be relayed live from the Royal Opera House to cinemas around the world. Thank you to all our guests this evening, to Joseph and Valentino, but of course to our dancers and our musicians. Thank you for watching tonight's Insight, supported by Rolex, and thank you so much to our audience watching at home and to our Claw audience here. Thank you and good night.